What are you doing? Do you do YouTube or Facebook?
Both. We're both right now. Right now we're on YouTube, right?
Well, I was saying which one are you checking the like comments and stuff?
Oh,
mostly Facebook. YouTube, I have a chat on the side, but
no one really talks to us on YouTube. YouTube, get your game up.
Calm down. Not working on Sundays.
Who's not working? My ass crackers. Hanging out. Is this happening?
It's happening.
Oh, it's time. Hold
on, I'm trying to see.
Where's my
notification?
Where's my alert?
There it is.
You got an alert first?
We lit, fam.
There's 3. There we go. Oh man. All right. I don't think we gotta wait. I think the B is just
ready, Savier. Come on, Savier.
It's about that time. It's Sunday. Oh my God, the beat. Oh yeah. Yes, it's Sunday. I hope you're up. I hope you've had your coffee. I hope you're co-casting this TV, Roku, Apple TV, everything you got. Xbox, PS4, PS4 One. It's Sunday. Hello. I kind of peeked it there, Gio. I'm far away from this mic. You're like,
yo. A little loud over there. I can hear you through the headphones.
I can hear you through the headphones.
I can hear you through the headphones. You know, I only put my sunglasses on because this is the only show that allows me to get crunk on a Sunday morning.
Is it free?
Well, hello to all my day drinkers out there.
Is it frozen? Are you good?
I'm good.
We're good.
We're good. All right.
I got it. Looks good here, bro.
Yeah. All right. Cool. What up, y'all?
What up?
What's up? Everyone out there, welcome to another beautiful Sunday here on Savier and Gio, and welcome to the Ricans of Wrestling, our first interviewers.
Right, we got guests.
Yes. Hi. First time guest. Yes.
It's about time.
It's been a long time waiting.
You know how many times we had these two guys on our show, and I've been begging for years. When are we going to be on the Zio and Savier and Gio show?
Zio and
just got crunk here, guys. The Zio and Javier show. We've just been rebranded. You've been rebranded.
That's right.
It's been a long time coming, and we really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So first of all, we thank y'all for the love y'all showing us. Y'all showing us a lot of support. So if you don't know, this is Ricans of Wrestling. Jose Gonzalez, Rico Iglesias, and we're here, man.
Actually, Jose G, bro. That's my stage name.
Jose G. Yeah, we put the links down below. Please follow them, give them support. They do a show every Thursday. Yeah, plug your stuff, man.
Yeah, guys. So we do our show every Thursday night at 7 p.m. We recap everything that's going on in the wrestling world. We do interviews with wrestlers. We promote local shows, and we just talk about everything that's going on in the wrestling world on a weekly basis. And we make fun of it. We joke around it.
We have fun while doing it.
Yeah, y'all doing good, man.
It's fun. We've been doing it now going on 3 years, right?
3 years.
Yeah,
wow.
3 years.
Damn, man.
So, yeah,
that's
man.
Awesome. Right? I'm proud of you guys, man. You guys are doing good. So check them out. Please check out. We have the links down below. Please follow them. You guys are on where? IG.
So we're on
Facebook.
We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're also on Twitch.tv. Definitely here on Facebook, which is the strength of where our followers are at. That's right. And we're right now growing on IGTV, man, because IGTV where it's at right now.
Yeah, that's right, but that just started.
Check us out on IGTV, man. We're just exploring with the new platform. It's basically Instagram television version.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's awesome. We actually run a segment. It's called Hashtag Rumble, where we kind of joke around with the play on words. Yeah, and we put it on IGTV exclusively on IGTV, so check us out over there.
Awesome. So, let's get into it, man.
I just want to let you guys know I'm on chat duty, so if y'all in the chat, what's up, guys, and hello, and welcome to the
hello.
Thank you for joining us.
And also, can you guys plug real quick the event that's coming up?
So tonight, you're talking about tonight's event?
Yes.
Well, I mean, tonight's event is WWE Extreme Rules, and if you guys are WWE fans, go ahead and get tricked. Subscribe to the WWE Network. I mean, we're not spokespersons for them. We're not sponsors. but we got the Extreme Rules event going on tonight. There's like 11 matches. Starts at 7 p.m. We got to see the return of Team Hell No, which is Daniel Bryan and Kane being back together for the first time in 5 or 6 years, Rico?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, like 5 years.
There's also going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match between Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, which should be pretty epic because both of these guys are kind of running the show right now.
It's going to be lit.
What else we got, Rico?
We We have some guy.
Some guy.
Roman Reigns. Jason Momoa clone. Roman Reigns is going to be going up against Bobby Lashley. Basically, he's going to be determined to face Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Unofficially, but
Cool.
Yeah. So we kind of keep tabs on all of that. You know, that's what we do. Plus, not only just the WWE, but we kind of cover a lot of the local stuff too.
Cool, man. So, all right. So, what we want to talk on first?
Whatever. This is your show, man.
All right, let's start with something
It's on your
funny.
show, so let's talk about whatever you want to do.
Let's start with something funny. Let's talk about the CardiB meme, man. This is most popular right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, we got.
Yeah, Jose on the soundboard.
Yeah, we got sound effects now.
We got sound.
Yeah, I like that. And so yeah, if you haven't seen this CardiB meme, it's taking the internet by storm. I love CardiB first of all.
I love.
She's awesome.
I see some videos where she's talking about like raccoons in the Bronx. Like she's so funny, man.
She is funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious, man. So I love CardiB. But yeah, so it started with the meme, the meme with I don't want to do right or left, my right or your left, whatever. The one with CardiB standing by herself, and now there's another meme with her and her sister Hennessy. So what does this mean? Well, what is this meme saying exactly?
The meme says, my mama said that you gotta take with me. You gotta take me with you on your date tonight.
Yeah.
This says, my mama said Gap ain't shit. You gotta go to Rainbow.
The whole thing. I'm an only child, so I've never had this kind of situation. So I wouldn't even know.
But how about cousins and all that?
Man, I was always like the youngest one. So if anything, I would be that person. But I was just but I never had a younger sibling or younger cousin have to drop my mama said.
Yeah, but my sister tagged me on this like the other night, and it said like, hey, mama said you gotta take me with you because if you don't, you gonna get in trouble or something like that.
My mama said you gotta play with me, yeah, something like that. So and then my sister said you gotta take her too. That's funny. My mama said we gotta watch wrestling together.
My mama said that if you don't like Daniel Bryan, you a poopy scoop.
Mama didn't tie your hair up because you full of piojos.
Yo, what's up with her hair though, man?
Yo, her hair looked like she was.
Throwback, bro.
Yo, look at her hair though.
Throwback, bro. She looks like a microphone. You got.
There you go.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
What was your hair when you were younger?
I had no hair. I was just this the whole way.
Really? You didn't have a fro?
I never had a.
When I had hair.
When you had hair.
When I had hair, which I don't have anymore.
Yeah.
I had that Zach Morris look.
You did?
So I used to have like that wavy hair. It used to be long, and I used to like comb it off to the side. And I thought it was Zach Morris.
Wow.
And now that I learned that Zach Morris was a total douchebag.
So you had nice hair.
I had hair. I had politician hair, bro.
Nice.
Have you ever seen the picture with Gio with the blowout?
No.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
I used to have blowout, and I used to have.
He had a straight hairline.
I used to have a blowout, and I used to have braids too. I had braids at one point with the cornrows, with the braid phase and all that. Like I did that. It was like.
Were you like G Unit? Like G Unit?
Yeah, like, 2001, 2002, something like that.
You know when he was younger, he used to play on that word like, yo, G Unit.
Get on the mic. Yeah, I gotta be close to the mic.
I can't even make fun though, because as a kid, I had the rat tail.
You had the rat tail? That was big in Puerto Rico.
I had really short hair, and then I had the
rata.
That was like Puerto Rican
style. I cannot.
My cousin had that with the little.
I never had that.
I think the most Puerto Rican I've ever gotten was making my eyebrows super duper thin.
Really?
Yeah.
How thin?
Like
you look like you painted on thin?
Yeah, like
I think the most Dominican I ever got was
no socks.
Every day of my life. Every day of my life.
Was it setting yourself on fire? How about that?
Yeah.
That's how you come back from me. Mama said you can't make fun of me. That's another story.
All right, what else we got? What's the next thing?
But congratulations to CardiB and Offset.
Oh yeah, they just had the baby. What's the baby's name?
It's Culture something.
What?
Culture with a K.
Culture something.
Culture with a K.
Cephas.
Culture with a K. Culture.
It sounds like a spell from Harry Potter. Like,
They got some Leviosa.
Or that, or like Raven from freaking Teen Titans. Like, that's what the name sounds. Look it up.
Yeah, what's Cardi B's kid's name? So no, that's not it.
That's her name. Belakis Club.
Culture. Scoot.
Culture. Scoot.
Culture with a K. Oh, it was funny because actually Migos' album is called Culture with a C.
Exactly.
Okay, so that was like I'm gonna name you something I can remember after the
Culture
lead.
with a K. Check the chats real quick.
You know what?
Culture Clary Cephas. What? That's weird, man.
That sounds like a
I think you just summoned a demon. You
Like, yo,
careful. You can't say words like that.
Dude, you gotta bless your house now, bro, because now it's like infested.
That's what that meme is like. That meme is like, you better watch out for that Culture Clary Clephas. You go catch that culture.
You go catch that culture, Clever Keffels.
So, we do want to say congratulations to CardiB.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the baby. Like, what the hell with the name?
Yeah. But Rico, you saying congratulations like you're gonna be like the Godfather.
Like he is gonna be a vote, and
He's gonna be that padrino.
Yeah.
All right, so
I like it like that.
yeah, her album's fire, by the way.
It is.
Yeah, it's
good
really
stuff.
fire.
So, all right, let's talk about.
Let's talk about the Joker, bro. And we are all nerds here. We're like the biggest nerds.
All right, so
This group of people here, we're the biggest nerds that I know.
So set up the story. Who wants to set up the story?
So, and just to let you know, this
First of all, we're about to drop some
fire.
Some bombs, flame emoji.
So Joaquin Phoenix is going to play a version of the Joker.
Yes.
Yes, but here's the crazy part. They're gonna come out with 2 movies. So Joaquin Phoenix is gonna play one Joker, and then Jared Leto's gonna play another one. What do you guys think about this? Because it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be 2 Joker movies within the same period of freaking time.
I don't understand why they're doing that.
Well, it's alright. So being a really big nerd, it's the whole, especially with like the new release of like the new 52 and stuff like that. That Joker is not a single person. That's
What? Yeah.
Like Joker is more of an idea, especially if you've seen Gotham.
Yeah.
If you watch the Gotham TV show,
Yeah.
the Joker is more of an idea as a person. So there's different versions of.
But is this the same studio? This is not like the Fox fighting with Marvel thing, nothing like that.
No, this is
just
all,
different
Well,
universes.
first of all, Fox. I
DC.
mean DC.
Yeah,
So
this is all
sorry.
DC. So they're specifically doing that. Like they're leaving Jared Leto to be the Joker with Joker and Harley, with Margot Robbie, and then now they have Joaquin Phoenix.
But I think this is an origin story.
The origin story,
Yeah.
for this particular Joker. So if you guys didn't know, there's really like 3 faces of the Joker. There's a gangster, which you see like Jared Leto's character as well as Jack Nicholson's character, and then you have the the psychotic one, which would be Heath Ledger's character.
Whoops.
And then you have the there was a third one, which is just I think that was just like the thief, like just the person that the funny one. That's
Which one's the one that plays Red Hood? Who is that Joker? Because I think that's the Joker that's going to be based on this origin story.
I think that's
So
the one.
this is the origin story with Joaquin Phoenix, or is it gonna be the Jared Leto? It's gonna be the origin story.
No, that's good. That's like their own weird like romantic movie. That it's like a pseudo romantic movie.
Yeah, but
Oh,
from what I
something-
understand,
Yeah.
from what I understand, we have Joaquin Phoenix doing the origins of Joker. So if you guys are like super hardcore nerds,
Yeah.
like Joker originally was the first Red Hood.
Yeah.
And it kind of explains on how he became, Batman's arch nemesis.
Does this tie in with the Jared Leto though, or are they just two?
No,
doing
two
their own
separate
thing?
The
ones.
Jared
Two
Leto
separate
one actually is
universes.
gonna tie it into the Justice League thing.
It's
Exactly.
gotten very
universe.
convoluted.
Yeah, it's complicated, man.
Valerie's saying that the intro music is still playing.
I fixed it. She put
Ah,
thumbs
okay,
up.
cool. All right, cool.
So, the other thing is too, like, so this similar thing is happening in Marvel, where with Venom. No, because they're doing a Venom movie with Tom Hardy, and apparently I did read also that there's going to be another Venom movie, because the Venom movie with Tom Hardy is the Fox version.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like they're trying to make like a Venom verse.
Right, but then that's not intersecting with the Tom whatever the other Spider-Man, the Spider-Man,
the Tom Holland one.
Tom Holland one. So now I think Marvel's going to do their Venom, and I've seen. I forgot the name. I think it's Leo DiCaprio. Someone else famous.
Leo
is gonna be
DiCaprio.
Leo
Venom.
DiCaprio doing Venom?
Yeah, it's gonna be another.
No
Venom.
way.
But I don't understand.
What?
But I don't understand why they're doing these movies.
That'd be
Why they're
crazy.
doing like.
Closer.
You know what? Lisa's a big Leonardo DiCaprio fan. Chime in. What do you think, Lisa, on DiCaprio playing a Venom, a superhero, with his dad bod. Just to throw it out there, with his dad bod.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We can get in shape.
Why not?
But I think at the end of the day, this is everybody's, big money grab in this huge market of, superhero movies. But, if and when the deal goes through with Fox and Disney, or Marvel, more specifically, they're going to find a way to bring it all together, especially if you already have Tom Hardy set up, like signed to that role, and they have a multi-movie deal. Yeah, there's no way they're gonna pass up on having Tom Holland going up against Tom Hardy. Like, it's gonna be an inevitable.
But I heard they're gonna kill him.
Pretty cool. But Eddie Brock?
No, they're gonna kill the new Spider-Man.
What are you talking about?
What? Where'd you hear that? I heard the last movie, the second Spider-Man movie is coming up. They're supposed to like get rid of him, and then they're gonna go into like this Miles.
The Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Miles Morales.
Well, Miles Morales is going to be in the Spidey Universe animated version of Marvel. So
like
that's a different movie in a different universe.
But they had already referenced his uncle, which was Donald Glover's character in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah.
But
it's weird because
until after Infinity War,
they're giving all these hints out that they're going to do certain things and make certain moves. But it's like, it's cool because they're keeping us in the dark, and they have idiots like me that read everything on Facebook. Facebook news. Leonardo DiCaprio as Venom.
I might have been off on that story, but it's somebody like that. Like that's supposed to be.
Did you not know they're bringing back the George Clooney Batman with the nipples, bro? Yeah. You don't know about that?
Yeah.
Oh, mira es.
I think George Clooney
bringing bat nipples back. Is that what's going on?
Bring bat nipples back.
I think George Clooney admitted to like regretting that role or something like that.
If that's the truth,
I would have regretted that role.
If bat nipples are coming back, then
look. Let's put it like this: who remembers the beginning of that movie with the Batman movie with George Clooney? It was Batman Forever, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you remember the beginning?
No.
Of the movie?
No, it was with all Freeze, right?
Yeah, it was Freeze. It was all sexual. You saw the bat nipples, and then you saw the bat crotch.
When he suited up and it like zoomed in right on the
like what was the point of that? Yo, bro, that was the end of the movie for me. That was the end of the movie. I was like, I don't want to see no one's crotch.
But you know what?
Are you homophobic, bro? I mean,
I just didn't want to see George Clooney's crotch. Like he was the hottest thing at that time. Like,
why wouldn't you? I mean, why wouldn't you want to see George Clooney's crotch?
It was hot.
But bringing it back here, though, this is something I am looking forward to. Though I'm interested to see how they're gonna have these multiple Jokers.
Yeah.
Right now, as of this moment, I'm kind of pulling more towards Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Because
he's Puerto Rican. Why? The Rican Club.
And I just think he's a better actor.
Not even that. I think Jared Leto's Batman. Joker sucks.
Is Jared Leto?
It sucks. Yeah. I think it was. They did it in poor taste, especially coming behind a Heath Ledger Joker. That was it was not expectations.
It wasn't that bad.
And that was the whole thing about like that was a completely different Joker. Like Jared Leto's the gangster Joker, while Heath Ledger's was the anarchist. So it's like multiple.
But Joker, it's like I think everyone's always gonna compare to Heath Ledger's.
But yeah,
well, Lisa says that DiCaprio can do it all.
Yeah, he can.
No, he can't.
Think about it. I'm not sure if it's DiCaprio. Don't quote me on that, by the way. It's somebody.
You just clickbaited.
I just clickbaited. Fake news. I just started like a whole different.
He just did a Savior. He pulled a Savior right now.
Yeah, like it's somebody.
Leonardo DiCaprio's gonna play Batman as well.
It's somebody to that caliber.
Caliber.
That caliber of stardom of a famous actor. I forget. It could be
Ben Affleck.
It could be
Ben Affleck is switching roles.
No.
Ben Affleck's gonna be Joker and Batman
in the same
If anything,
movie.
No, they should let Joseph Gordon-Levitt do it, man. Go out.
Play Joker.
No, go out being Batman, being the new Batman.
I like that.
Nightwing.
That was what they were supposed to set it up.
They should have done that.
That was a setup. They
should have done that.
They should have just continued that.
You know who the best Batman would be right now?
Who?
The hottest Batman.
Who?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Who? He's too big.
No, he's too big, man.
Who fight him as Batman? Though?
Actually, to actually,
he's too big and he's too brown.
No.
He'd be brown man.
Because Batman in the comic world, he's 6'5", around 260 pounds, which is exactly the height and weight of Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But Affleck got jacked though.
Are we gonna start?
But he's no Dwayne The Rock Johnson though.
He's fat. Are we gonna start a campaign? Let's start a campaign on both our shows. Dwayne Rock instead of for president. Dwayne Rock for Batman.
Here, John Cena.
John Cena. No.
John Cena's Bruce. Yeah, that's believable.
He'd be the perfect Batman. Nobody can see him.
No.
What up, Samwise? Joining us in the chat.
John Cena.
What's up to Jeff out there? He's watching us as well.
Yeah.
I just brought that up because I know we were talking about it earlier, and having us here. What's been your favorite movies with wrestlers in them? Anything that The Rock does at this point?
Yeah, The Rock
is on fire.
The Rock's king, man.
But there's so many other movies with wrestlers out there that you probably don't even know about.
Did you see the movie? It's an old school movie in the 80s that The Undertaker was in.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I forget the damn name of the movie, but he was like a space cop or a space assassin.
What?
And it's him. Yeah, I was surprised when I saw it. I was just like, yo, I'm watching this whole thing. Who's else in that? I think another wrestler was in that movie too.
Yeah, I think so.
Hogan?
Yo, do you guys wait? There was a wrestling movie with Hulk Hogan called No Holds Barred, no?
Yeah, with him and it was Zeus.
Yes,
Zeus. That was a good wrestling movie.
Yeah,
and then there was a crossover.
There was another one called Body Slam, which was with
Body
Roddy Piper and the Tongan brothers back in the 80s.
I didn't see that
Peter
one.
Benedict, who was in the A-Team, was part of that movie, and he played the Tongan brothers' manager, right?
Snap.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But of course, the one that you got to remember though is They Live. Though. With Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
I never seen that.
I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I never seen that.
Yeah, it's like the Earth got invaded by aliens, and you can only tell the difference between with these like X-ray specs.
Yeah.
So he puts them on, and he can tell.
Yes, I remember that movie.
He's here killing him. Yeah. So we have Roddy Piper as the main guy.
Wow.
We got Sam Wise in the chat saying the chaperone with Triple H.
Oh man.
Didn't they go straight to the bootleg?
That movie was terrible.
That movie went straight to bootleg.
So
right?
that was like what do you call it? Like the one.
We got Guardians of the Galaxy
like
with Dave
the
Bautista in it.
That dude.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Batista, yeah.
Batista's been around.
Very successful right now.
You know, Bloodsport 3 that he was in, where he was like the new Tong Po.
No.
Oh,
that
I remember that.
It wasn't Bloodsport 3. That was a kickboxer.
It was
Kickboxer. Right, Gio? Hey,
it was so
Kickboxer. He loves that movie.
Don't watch that movie.
That movie was awesome.
It was so terrible.
It was whack.
But just think about how bad he did there, and then he did Blade Runner, 4033. Like
he
the
did?
last one that
which was
came out.
terrible. I hate fucking.
Yeah, he was in the last Blade Runner that
I
just
didn't know
came
that.
out. And then, of course, if you guys haven't seen him in the Guardians of the Galaxy,
He was in Blade Runner?
The new one, the second one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was in the beginning, and they
did
killed
not
him
know
off.
I didn't know.
Spoilers,
Yo,
man.
bro, what the heck,
Spoilers,
man?
bro.
It's on HBO.
Spoilers.
No, but I think one of my favorite.
Look, here's a rule about spoilers. It's not a spoiler if the movie's been out for like 5 years.
But it hasn't been.
But it hasn't been.
Nah, bro, just
2 years,
bro.
2 years.
Jeez.
That's you have to wait the 5 years.
Hold on, ready, guys? Spoiler alert.
But of course, there's Ready to Rumble that had basically the entire WCW cast with David Arquette.
That was good.
Yeah, it was David Arquette and then one of the guys from Ocean's 13.
I think I remember that.
King you.
It was also
and Oliver Platt. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was in Rocky.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
that
he
too.
was in Three Ninjas.
And he was in Three Ninjas.
Who was in Three
And he was
Ninjas?
in
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
And he was in Rocky. Remember Rocky fought him?
Hold on, when was he in Three Ninjas?
Like the last one, like the third or fourth one. that,
Oh,
like,
when they
probably-
replaced all the kids?
When he went to
terrible.
like the theme park or something.
It was like one of the mountain ones.
Yeah, no.
something like
But
that.
of course,
it was terrible.
the other one that I really like though is Longest Yard with Adam
Goldberg's
Sandler,
in
because
there.
that Goldberg,
Yes,
had
Goldberg.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, Kevin
Yeah.
Nash is in there.
Where was this?
Oh, Kevin
Longest
Nash.
Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Yes,
Great
yes.
And Kevin Nash was also in Magic Mike.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
You didn't see Magic Mike?
No, I didn't.
Why?
No, we try to convince him.
But you know what
Try to
Kevin
convince
Nash's best performance though?
What?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
What?
Views. He was Shredder. He was Super Shredder.
He was?
Super Shredder? That was
What?
him?
The original, like the part
second
two
movie.
with like Ernie Reyes and all that.
Yeah, you know when the ooze
with the
Are
ooze.
you serious?
when they're on the dock and the ooze broke.
How
and
did
it's
He
I
got
not
big.
know
That's
that?
Super
No
Shredder.
way.
That's Kevin Nash?
That's Kevin Nash.
No way.
My mind's just been blown right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that was Kevin Nash, bro.
Holy moly! Look at that. They
Some
dropping
of your
dimes.
favorite,
Hold
some
on,
of your
hold on.
favorite movies.
My mind's been.
Dropping some knowledge over here. Some little nuggets.
You can always count on Rico to give you just little interesting,
Little
tidbits.
interesting fact.
Tidbits
Little
of
tidbits.
information.
Sweet little nugget tidbits.
Little tidbits.
All right, let's move on, man. Let's go. We got. Let's do PapaJohns, man. Yeah, what's up with PapaJohns, man? What's going on with PapaJohns, man? Y'all know the story about PapaJohns?
What happened with PapaJohns, man?
PapaJohns.
He said. I can't even say it.
Okay, they were.
I know. He woke
I
up.
can't resign off the
He
show.
woke up in Chris Brown's body. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
this is-
Friday, bro.
This is the setup, right?
Freaky Friday.
He was having a meeting with a conference call. Oh yeah, it was a conference call meeting with whatever the PapaJohn PapaJohns staff, whatever. And all of a sudden, he gets all, I don't know, brave and says, he quotes Colonel Sanders' hated N-words, right? We won't say the N-word. And so, and all of a sudden, everybody's like, wait, what? And he actually said it. So now he's pretty much fired because it's a public company, so I guess they can oust him. He wasn't even CEO. They fired him from being a CEO, by the way.
This is the reaction from the executive branch of PapaJohns. As soon as he said the N-word.
Yeah, and that's PapaJohns right there, handing in his resignation letter. That's PapaJohns right there, quitting in the pizza box.
So, but do you hear the latest though?
What happened?
What's the latest?
He said that he was actually blackmailed.
What?
There was that the person who released this clip, whatever, was trying to blackmail him for money.
Well, of course.
And he was like, you know, I'm not going to get that money.
Same exact thing happened to Hogan, and now he's like uber rich, even more uber rich than what he is now.
Oh, that's right. There was like a phone call or something.
It was the same exact thing that happened to Hulk Hogan.
Well, he got rich because of
he bounced back
the sex tape from Gawker. That's
that's true. And
he did a sex tape
for.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, what is it with sex tapes? Like all these celebrities making sex tapes, and they get super uber rich. Babe, we're making one.
You know, but I think it's like a double-edged sword when it comes to the N-word because pop culture uses it. Pop culture uses it so much. But then because they use it so much, you're not allowed to use it.
But okay, no, here's the rule though. But if you're not black or Hispanic, you're not supposed to use the word.
Yeah,
that's true.
Even in songs, in pop culture, hip hop, you're supposed to do blank. You know, when the word comes up in the song.
But and it's so funny.
Haven't you seen white girls? White chicks? White chicks. Yeah, white chicks.
Like I grew up with using the word. And it was like second nature to us, and we didn't really think about it.
Yeah, in New York.
But I guess it's with these older people.
Like that in Miami too.
It's older people.
Nah, but you gotta have a card. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have
you have to have the black card.
You have to have the black
card.
But
not even that. But older people that didn't grow up in our times, they can't
now,
say it because in their time they meant something different.
He didn't say it with the A. He said it with the ER. So that's
with the and that's it's even worse. No, you can't say that.
That's racist.
That's a color that's not in the Cayenne book.
But the funny part of this story is because it's Cardinal Stadium, the college team, right? Arizona Cardinal Stadium in Arizona. He has the rights, the naming rights to the stadium.
And he took it off.
So they're gonna take it off, but there's something in the verbiage that it's not owned by the PapaJohns entity. It's owned by him. John, whatever, Sharada is like his last name, and he has the naming rights to the stadium. So now he's gonna fight them to keep the naming rights to the stadium because it's owned by him and not PapaJohns, the company. That's interesting.
I wonder how much money they're going to be losing.
We just wanted to use the sound effect.
I did.
And but yeah, that's crazy. What do y'all think about that, man?
That's
like he was quoting Colonel Sanders, so they think it's all right. I don't think it's all right.
Listen, I don't think it's right, but at the same time, I think it's a little excessive. I think it's really excessive.
So what did they should do? Like put him like timeout, like castigado?
Un timeout en la esquina,
enfincado encima de arroz. But I just think like, you know, this guy built this entire empire, this entire company. You're just gonna oust him because of one mistake. It's not like this guy grabbed another woman's by the, you know, and we got that guy as president. This guy did not do that.
Oh, great play on the soundboard.
What if he was just saying it casually?
Yeah.
What if he was like, "What up, my?"
Now he can be president. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But
president. I think it's a little excessive.
So maybe they should have given him like a different punishment.
I don't think he's a racist.
They should have given him different punishment, like
if
like
it
no pizza for a month.
No, if it wasn't the times that we're living in right now,
I think that's a much more reasonable.
I mean, if it wasn't the times that we're living in right now, where there's a whole bunch of, you know, it's an up movement because of all the racism that's going on, maybe it would have been different. Maybe he could have fought it. Maybe he would have had like a fine or something. But with everything that's going on with Permit Patty, with ID Paul, and all this crazy stuff, it's like they can't let that one go.
Maybe it's the timing. Yeah,
it's the timing was completely
wrong place, wrong time, wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
Because then we gotta forgive ID Paul.
You know, maybe he would have gotten slapped on the wrist.
If I have one message to give to everyone, all right, and I'll probably get in a little heat on this one. You know what? At the end of the day, it's like Rick and Morty. It doesn't matter. There's so many multiverses, galaxies. You know, we're only one with the universe. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, or whatever. What does it matter?
It shouldn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So for a guy to get, you know, completely criminalized and get his company taken away from him for just saying one mistake, I think it's a little excessive.
All right, so that's
Rico, what do you think?
All right,
no, I just the worst part of it is it's his name, like you're saying, like he built this company
exactly
with his name, and then having the naming rights to his stadium. So there's a lot more to it as opposed to like, oh, if it's Domino's and he can step down, it doesn't matter.
So
PapaJohns is the one, you know.
So here's the what happened?
No, you're good.
Oh, so here's the ultimate question: will you still order PapaJohns pizza?
Hell yeah, their pizza's delicious.
And thank you for correcting me. I messed that up on the chat.
I'm just mad that I like the idea because now the whole thing is a lot of the sports teams and a lot of the venues are actually pulling PapaJohns as their sponsors.
Yeah.
So, like Orlando Magic, the Orlando City Soccer Club, like these organizations had it that if their team won, you get 50% off of your next PapaJohns.
Right.
Just they never won that. Yeah. So I'm not going to be as hurt because I know I had a chance to take advantage of it. But I mean,
so
better ingredients.
Lisa just asked, so can we still eat the pizza or not? It's up to you. I want to hear y'all chime down below. You comment. Are you still gonna order PapaJohns? Okay, here's the thing. Here's the order, right? So I do Pizza Hut first. I love Pizza Hut wings, right? But what if Pizza Hut's closed? What if Domino's is closed? Right? They're not delivering. Whatever. Something happened. What do?
Little Caesars.
I'm ready.
Little Caesars, bro.
So wait. So that are you boycotting PapaJohns?
No.
I'm not boycotting PapaJohns, but I'm just saying you gave me those options.
It's the same thing to say like, all right, if because of this you're gonna boycott PapaJohns, then you can't eat Chick-fil-A if you feel certain ways about.
Well,
but
that's
true.
That's the same thing. You just open a can of worms.
That's true. That's true. Chick-fil-A is the same thing. Exactly.
You may not agree with what he may have said. He does not personally make every single pizza, so
exactly.
And
PapaJohns
again,
does not completely support the beliefs.
The views and expressions are not therefore expressed by.
The worst thing is just that it's his name as opposed to just another.
Exactly.
That's true. Versus Chick-fil-A versus Domino's versus pizza.
So they're just gonna drop the Johns and just call it Papa's Pizza.
Papa's Pizza.
Papa's Pizza.
I mean, I like the alliteration. So
how about
PapaJohns?
I don't know.
How about like
Papa Juan Pizza?
He gone.
They should go. They should make it. They should make it a Mexican theme.
What?
They should make Mexican theme pizza. PapaJohns. You order 2 pizzas, you get 1 over the border.
Yeah.
I got a gong for that. I got a gong. I'm good. I got a gong.
All right, let's move on. We gotta want to talk about
what's our next story?
We got Brock Lesnar. We got the help. We got the.
We're in sports. We're in sports, so let's stick to sports.
Since it's kind of talking about like the Arizona Cardinals and stuff like that. So if you guys didn't know already, the NFL has actually been talking about changing some of the rules for this next season. Man.
Yeah. So the rule is that they announced is the helmet hits will lead to ejections on the new NFL rule. Back in the last season too, they would give you for a helmet hit, like helmet to helmet or leading with your helmet, you would get a flag, I guess. You would get a flag and maybe a fine. Yeah. But now they're saying ejection. So like first time ejection, like I think that's kind of crazy. I mean, that's excessive too.
They did it in college where it's the targeting.
That's how they were like raised. That's how they would normally used to.
And that's creating the biggest and that's why this has become such a big issue because it used to always be on the defensive player's fault. But you got to think about all the times at the running back that they're about to take a hit. What's the first thing you're going to do?
He leads, lowers his head. He leads.
So if somebody winds up hitting you helmet to helmet because
now they in trouble.
Your head down.
Yeah.
So now they are actually the ones that are eligible to get penalized too. So it's going to be an interesting season to say less, especially with you really have to like change the fundamentals of the game at this point. And now the whole worry about is now there's going to be a lot lower hits. So you're gonna have a lot more leg injuries, a lot more
broken ribs.
ACLs.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the way the NFL is going, I feel like their viewership is gonna keep dropping. If that's what if the viewership is gonna keep dropping,
I agree.
And this is where Vince McMahon will capitalize, and the XFL will completely obliterate the NFL out of football league entertainment.
So you think then Vince McMahon will allow those helmet hits? I guess so, because you have to do what they're not doing, right? You have to be different, right?
I mean, he allows Michinoku drivers into WWE, so he probably will into the XFL.
Yeah, but you can't do pile drivers. However, you also can't even have a parking ticket essentially to be in the XFL.
It's strict.
Really?
Yeah,
they're strict.
You can't be.
No drug offenses, no previous arrests.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So half the people in the NFL can't play.
So Tim Tebow will probably be part of the XFL.
Tim Tebow's going to play for the Mets.
Tim Tebow will
play for the Mets.
Tim Tebow will probably be now the Joe Montana of the XFL.
I wonder if any wrestlers would play. That'd be interesting because a lot of wrestlers did play football.
That'd be a great intro.
So Goldberg, The Rock, a lot of people. So that's interesting. Like,
The
so
Rock's
then
got too many things going on right now to be in the XFL.
Yeah, I don't think. Maybe as a coach later on in the future.
yeah, that's a good idea. Like a celebrity coach or something like
We
that.
already seen Gridiron Gang, man. That was a nice movie.
Yo, I love Gridiron
Yeah.
Gang. That was a good movie, man.
Which one?
Gridiron Gang.
Oh
Yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, that was another Rock wrestling great movie.
Yeah.
So is this gonna like deter you guys' wanting to watch that?
Nah, still
As far as watching football, like I catch it here and there because as a father, it's hard to watch any football game or any basketball game without my son saying, "This is boring." Now
I
you
really
should
could
change
care
it."
less. I really could care less.
Really?
Yeah,
That's all good,
because
'cause,
it's not going to influence my way of watching the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm only going to watch it in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl.
But it's gonna be to a point where like they're just gonna be playing flag football.
It's gonna be two
yeah,
hand
It's gonna be two hand touch, exactly.
It's gonna
No helmets.
become.
No helmets.
I think it's gonna become like the NBA where those rough days of actual fouls ain't gonna be there, and this is the same thing that's gonna be for NFL. Everyone's gonna learn how to push harder.
That's why I watch wrestling.
Well, and then you got, and then
That's why I watch wrestling.
You know they're gonna take a fall.
and then you see you see in soccer with Neymar.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Everyone
Yeah.
just diving on.
Yeah. You're gonna get. So you guys are gonna get like a whole swarm of new demographic of viewers, man. Because
Hopefully.
they're not watching the football. They're gonna watch something else.
Yeah, and
XFL now.
yeah, that's right. You're gonna be covering XFL.
That's true.
But the good thing though is still on every Sunday before the 1 o'clock game, and they can always tune in here.
There you go.
It's the Savier and Gio show.
Exactly.
Boom. For the hype.
Great
for the
plug.
hype.
Great plug.
But yeah, so
Great plug. High five.
I don't know.
High five.
So are y'all gonna still watch NFL? Does this affect your viewing? Whatever. Let us know. Boom. Chime down below.
Jam down.
In the comment section.
What else we got?
We got one last topic.
We got
I
actually.
feel like we had like another sports.
We
topic.
had
This is the true culmination of
Brock Lesnar.
of Ricans of Wrestling and Savier and Gio. So
Yes.
if you guys didn't know, Brock Lesnar, of course, after
This
his time
fool.
in WWE, is also known as a former UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
So this past weekend, so the weekend before, Daniel Cormier, DC, who was the light heavyweight champion, went up against Stipe Miocic for his heavyweight championship.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest, super fights. So DC wound up winning. He became the second ever two-weight class champion in the UFC. And the very first thing he does is call out Brock Lesnar.
And Brock Lesnar was in the stands.
Yeah.
That was
It's a total work, dude.
It
That was
turned
work.
into
It's a total
WWE
work.
What do you mean by
promo.
work?
It turned into
It turns to a wrestling thing, right?
as soon
Absolutely.
as soon
Because
as,
what did he do when he came out?
so he came
pushed
in the ring,
him.
pushes
And pushed
DC,
him.
and then a big smile on his face.
He drops a
Yeah.
promo in
Grabs
the
the
middle of
mic.
the ring.
And the president of UFC is like, whoa, doing like the Mr. Manny, like
and the
trying
big
to-
smile on his
Exactly.
face. He was like,
Yeah,
no, don't fight, guys.
Yeah.
Don't do
Because
that.
we all know that he
Not
idolizes Vince McMahon.
Oh,
He
dude.
openly has said that he loves Vince McMahon.
Listen,
So,
this is
yo.
definitely a work. This is definitely produced as a WWE style type of promo.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was calling out and doing mother everywhere.
Yo, but isn't Brock Lesnar like suspended right now
Yes, he
for
is.
using
He's
PEDs
still-
or something like that?
Rico's got the information on
Yeah,
that.
so last year he did fight against Mark Hunt, where he wound up beating him. And
Yeah.
Not to be mistaken
you have
with Mike
you have to-
Hunt.
Yeah, you have to actually make sure you say Mark
Mark.
Hunt.
Space.
Mark
Mark
So
Hunt
he got the win, but of
Hunt.
course, he did test positive for PED, so they
Yeah.
reversed the decision, became a no contest.
Right.
It came with a 1-year suspension, so he was working on the suspension. You're still on your suspension while you are still part of technically, MMA fighting.
Right. Mhm.
However, in this time he went back to WWE, so they suspended his suspension.
Really?
So now that after he basically laid claim that he wants, DC,
Back. Yeah.
so he went back into USADA, the drug testing, to continue on the rest of his suspension. So as of now, if everything goes to plan, he'll be ready to fight again in January 2019.
Wow.
So what happens to him in WWE? Because I know he's like an absentee world champion that we've been holding, and that's why the ratings of Raw have been going down because
So
he kind
the-
of sucks. And
So the entire internet wrestling community is completely disgusted with Brock Lesnar's title reign.
Really?
He's garbage.
He's been the Universal Champion for the Raw brand for over a year.
It's not been well received.
He broke CM Punk's
That was the only reason.
title hold record. But the thing is that Brock Lesnar does not defend his championship on a regular basis. Like the last time we've seen Brock Lesnar was what WrestleMania.
Was the greatest Royal Rumble.
The
in
greatest
Saudi
Royal Rumble,
Arabia,
which was
cage
done
match.
in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that was the last time we've seen Brock Lesnar, and we haven't seen him in 2 or 3 months. So as a fan, there's a lot of fans that are completely upset about Brock Lesnar being the Universal
so
Champion.
So they can revoke the title, no?
It should.
They did like
and that's the controversy.
It should.
Exactly. And that's the controversy because what happened to the whole 30-day defense of your title rule apparently doesn't apply to Brock Lesnar. So that has a lot of fans like super lit up about that because they just don't like the fact that he's holding that title hostage.
That's interesting.
But the coolest thing is, like, you could tell this shows the relationship between WWE and the UFC, where, you know, these two have become very mainstream and they really play off of each other really well. They used each other as leverage when it came to the new TV deals. With the UFC now going to ESPN.
That was huge.
WWE
that was huge news.
Getting picked up not just by NBC for Monday Night Raw, but by Fox for SmackDown for $1 billion. Yeah. So they really go hand in hand really well. So the only thing is, I'm still surprised that Vince hasn't okayed him to actually come out with the Universal title at a UFC event. We have not seen that much of a crossover yet, but you can tell that they have a really strong working relationship.
And actually, kind of picking off on what you just said about Vince having Brock carry the title on a UFC, what's interesting is that this past week in WWE programming, from sources that that we talk to on a weekly basis, say that Brock Lesnar was actually completely banned of being mentioned in any broadcast this week.
What?
Because of what happened on Saturday. They didn't want anybody to focus on Brock Lesnar, really focus on the pay-per-view that's going on tonight. So they banned all mention of Brock Lesnar this week.
That's like a what's it called? A foreshadowing that he's about to be out. He's about to exit.
Yeah. So Rico, so you said he's taking
2003 all over again.
So you said he's taking drug tests now with the USDA. So he's gonna get tested till January. So that means he's off steroids. Breaking news: Brock Lesnar just lost 100 pounds.
He's gonna be cut up into US. He's gonna be prime Angus meat.
Brock Lesnar is now the weight of CM Punk.
He's gonna be grade A USDA meat.
Grade A.
Brock Lesnar is now lightweight.
His thigh bone is going for the $1,000
because he's huge. So I wonder, also what's the weight disparity between Daniel Cormier?
I mean, at that point, it's probably going to be a catch weight. It's not even going to be.
It's going to be in heavyweight. So the thing with
Daniel Cormier is going to go up.
Yeah, he went up to fight Steven.
Yeah, I think he's heavyweight. Yeah.
So for heavyweight, you have between 225 pounds and 265 pounds, and Brock always comes in at the max.
Well, yeah, Brock is at 265 already.
Yeah,
but then he's gonna come off the juice.
But look, I seen Brock Lesnar fight, yo. You seen Brock Lesnar fight? All he does is gonna hug you. He's gonna hug you. Use his weight, especially with DC. DC's a small guy,
and so he's gonna hammer fist. Yeah, he's gonna hammer the fist of crap out of you.
Yeah,
but you got
his masturbation move.
Yeah, I was about to say that. He's just gonna.
Yeah, go ahead and turn that to a gift there, guys.
He is going to the USDA. He's gonna be prime A USDA meat, so he has to know how to beat it.
It's USADA USADA,
But you got to be careful though, because do you remember?
Because it's not USADA.
Do you guys know who Brock Lesnar lost his title to? A smaller guy.
Frank.
No, he beat Frank Mir. He lost to Cain Velasquez.
Cain Velasquez
is a shorter
guy.
Latino.
That's right.
Latino.
So all he did, he took him down and he worked him on the ground. DC can do the same thing, but
let's see, man. Let's see.
But it's gonna go a long way to see if Brock Lesnar will be the first person to both hold at the same time the WWE Universal Championship and the UFC Heavyweight Championship. I know that's like that's his prime orgasm moment right there. The only thing that would make it better is if Roman Reigns was the one to do it, but he's not gonna get that. So
Roman, Bobby, Brock. Oh yeah,
you're fired. All right, let's see what happens with that. All right, we're gonna move on to
you got that juice going.
What are we moving on? What are we moving on to?
Moving on to the Thailand rescue. Okay, man. So the Thailand kids have finally been rescued, and it got me thinking. They were trapped in the cave for how long?
Like
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Nah, I feel like it's longer.
Nah, it was like 2 weeks.
There was a lot of news on it for a while.
I'm trying to figure out, like, what would I do if I was trapped in the cave with Savier for 2 weeks? I think I would.
You would have killed yourself.
Well, I would have killed you. We would have killed each other. How about you two guys? You'd be on the opposite side of the cave.
Bro. I love Rico. We definitely will figure out a way how to get out of there. And we've lived with each other, so we know exactly what we need to do in order to survive that cave.
We'll would have been arguing the whole time. Like, I know how to make a fire. You don't know how to make a fire. Yeah. Give me the freaking stick, Joe.
Yeah. They'll come to like rescue. Oh, we came to rescue you two guys. I'm like, no, it's just one.
One guy. one
you
guy.
know what?
But hold on.
But this is like such a Hollywood story, though. It's like
They're probably make a movie.
There's two companies already competing to try to make movies at the same time.
But here's the thing,
it's such a good story, though.
Explain this to me, because I mean, I know the story lightly. I know that they were in there, that there was like a hole, the root of the caves, and there was water. But how the hell did those kids get there? How did they follow?
They were doing a tour. Or
dumb coach into the thing. Like, I don't follow no guy into a cave. Like, how did these kids follow the guy into the cave?
Were they doing a tour or something?
I think they were doing a tour in Thailand when that happened. But you have to guys remember that this is like their monsoon season. So it's like their super wet season. So I think that's how they ended up trapped in there.
They shouldn't have been in the tour in the first place.
But the coach apparently was an ex Buddhist monk or something like that, and so he knows how to like meditate. So that's how those kids were able to stay like so calm and focused down there. Is because of the coach. He's like a Shaolin monk or like a previous like Buddhist monk.
Okay,
and he was able to meditate with those kids while they were in the darkness in there. So
I didn't know that.
So that's why they were able to survive, is because of that coach.
Would you be able to have any sort of peace and quiet to even?
No, trying to meditate with this guy. I meditate, and I've told this guy about meditation. I don't think he's meditating.
Hey, Gio.
I do meditate. Hey, Gio, this is how I meditate, guys.
Hey, Gio, what are you doing? Gio, what are you doing?
So Mario Martinez,
I don't think I'll be able to meditate with this guy.
Mario Martinez is joining us. He's actually from the Lucha Outsiders podcast. He's
Mario, what's up? Shout
out to Mario. Shout out
to Mario. And he actually puts a comment here. He's talking about Brock Lesnar. He says, honestly, whenever Brock has his last match, and in quote, in WWE, he should retain and take the championship with him.
He's gonna pull a CM Punk?
The title has been cursed with him since day one. Let Brock take the championship then, and WWE bring back the World Heavyweight Championship that actually has history.
Yeah, I like that idea. You know what we gotta do? We gotta send Brock into the cave.
A cave match. A cave match. I was just thinking that. Or the loser gets pushed in or something like that.
During monsoon season, and you throw the title in there with him.
Like they have Hell in the Cell, right? And all that stuff. So you do a cave match.
Brave in the cave.
The Thailand cave match.
We'll pick you up in 2 weeks.
Brock Lesnar versus Paul Heyman. Throw them down the cave.
Why does Savier sound like he just smoked like 100 packs of cigarettes?
What, Myrtle?
Well,
say in a world. Say in a world.
In a world.
But the craziest thing was like Elon Musk.
Is prime.
Elon Musk was really trying to get involved with this rescue mission too, where his company, came up with the single person submarine, and they never even got a chance to use it. They didn't even use that technology.
Yeah, from Elon Musk, right? So like, I don't understand what happened there, because Elon was like tweeting, he was like, "Oh, we're making great progress, blah blah," and then Thailand's like, "No, we're good, we got it." Like.
Well, originally this rescue plan was going to take 3 to 4 months.
What? Yeah, that's right.
But I don't understand how they couldn't send them, goods or food, or they couldn't lower down.
Did you not see the diagram?
I didn't see the diagram.
How did they find them in the first place?
I mean, it's a very narrow escape shirt. Like, there's like underwater and it's flooded. Wow. They had to go like under and over. It took them just 11 hours just to get one person out.
And then 2 people died, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the rescue divers died, right?
Yeah, he
was like an Italian Navy SEAL.
Wow. So he didn't have enough air for himself, but he had enough to get this up to them. So
wow.
Yeah.
He sacrificed his life to help aid these kids and their coach. So.
Yeah, probably,
this is refreshing because we only get to talk about wrestling, Rico. It's like we get to expand our worldview and opinions on pop culture and what's going on in current events.
We know a lot more than just
I know, right?
That's why we have you on here, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys are always more than welcome. So. We can have you on more often.
Yeah, we have 4 mics now. We got the setup. Let's come through.
Hell yeah.
So and it's all love. We don't throw shade at each other.
No, we don't throw shade. But you know who threw shade at who?
Who?
Drake. Drake threw shade on his new freestyles called Behind Bars. He threw some shade at Kanye West.
At Kanye?
At Kanye.
Because I know he threw shade at some other rapper. Who was
Pusha T.
At Pusha T.
Yeah, but that feud ended because Jay Prince got in the middle. But in this new UK
now we got a Drake and Kanye West feud going on?
I don't think it was a feud. I just think it was some shade. Like
Drake was throwing shade at Kanye the past 2 songs, like the past few songs, and in Jay Prince. But I thought Jay Prince talked about Drake not talking about Kanye or Pusha T?
I think it was mainly towards what the song, what the track that he was supposed to drop was gonna say about Pusha T. You know, maybe it was coming out like, oh, I met your boyfriend or something like that, and he was like, no, we can't talk about that in this day and age, you know. And whatever, I guess he has some reason behind that, but he threw some like underlying subliminal messages at Kanye, and it has something to do with I think it was the rhyme. If you put it up real quick. It's something about the Met Gala and all this stuff, because you know how Kanye is trying to be like a
Mario Martinez,
a fashion mogul,
fashion connoisseur.
Yeah, fashion.
So Mario Martinez puts on the comment section. He says, "What's going on around the world is more entertaining than WWE booking."
So he should mention names. You know, that's what it wouldn't be shade at that point. It would just be just trash talk. It would be a diss record. But he's throwing shade.
He's throwing shade on the low. He goes, always said, I don't give a F about your jeans or crap. I'm going to Milan. I'm going to the Met. I just want to make these songs for the set. So, supposedly that is throwing some shade at, you know, Kanye's fashion. The fashionista.
You know, it's hard for me because I love both of them. I love Kanye and I love Drake.
Yeah.
I'm just a hip hop fan in general.
I just miss
so you know what? Kanye. You know what though? Like
in the Yeezy.
You know what Cardi B is saying about that? She'd be like, "Yo, y'all better stop beefing, all right?" That's what the meme. That's what that meme is right there.
Mama said y'all can't keep making music.
Mama said y'all need to stop beefing.
Mama said
y'all need to stop beefing with each other because now y'all need to take a taco.
Yeah.
Mama said y'all can't be talking about each other. If not, you're gonna come out with the chancleta.
This track is called La Chancleta.
Y'all need to get Mama want to know if you brush your teeth yet. Remember when you were a kid? Did you take a shower? Did you brush your teeth?
My mama said that you're so fat, I gotta throw a chancleta around you, so just to put the belt around you.
And shout out to Mario, he is right. Drake does pick and choose who he wants to get at someone. He did it with Meek Mills. I don't think he could have done it with Pusha T. Pusha T was too much for him.
Pusha T gave him fire.
That fire.
The flame
he had the PI, bro. He had the personal investigator.
Trevor Noah said it.
He got all that info.
Trevor Noah said it. He's heard diss tracks where they take away people's lives.
When you add
Pusha T gave him family. He's like, mira, un tío, un primo, un hijo,
un hija. Trevor Noah said he just 23andMe Drake. He Ancestry.com gave him family.
Told him about
it. Oh, man.
Oh, man. All right, man. I think we're going to wrap up.
That's it?
We're going to wrap up. Yeah, it went by quick. It was only an hour. It's already 1 o'clock.
Your shows is usually just only half an hour.
Half an hour to an hour.
It depends if Gio stops talking. When Gio stops talking.
I just kept it going. My bad.
I talk too much. I do. But
thank you for having us on.
It was great.
Thank you guys for coming, man.
Thank y'all for coming. So shout out to Ricans Of Wrestling again. We put this information down below. Please follow them, support them, check them out. They're doing the show.
Make sure you follow us every Thursday night, 7 p.m. on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and on Twitch.tv.
That's right.
We go in at 7. We talk about everything that's going on, the hottest topics in wrestling. We talk about that.
Check our swag, man.
Check out the swag at rageon.com.
We didn't put the shirts on.
We didn't get the Rican Club. We had to reevaluate the whole Rican Club membership over here.
We had the shirts was in the dryer getting ready, and we completely forgot. You know what it is?
Yeah, but you guys can get your merch at rageon.com. Go ahead and follow us over there.
We're about to be the firing squad of the Rican Club right
here. I got them over there. I know. We flopped,
yo. We had them in the dryer to put them on, and they started getting crunk. Yeah. See these cups?
Oh, by the way, quick plug to NGCW. They got a new event coming up on September 22nd. Lucha Conquest 3.
All right. September, you said?
September 22nd.
In a different spot, though, right?
It's at a different spot. It's not going to be outside. It's going to be indoors this time. So it won't be melting like we did the last time.
Yeah, I know. But it was a good time.
You already know if you need help, let us go.
Absolutely.
And so tune into them for more information. I'll let y'all know.
I'm going to do my sit-ups.
I'm
gonna go shirtless to this event.
Thank y'all for coming through.
Nobody wants to see that dad bod, bro.
We love y'all. Have a blessed week. Catch y'all next week.
Bye.